You can cover the JP tier list. I mean, sure, but I've already seen them, and I've already said, yeah, this looks like a tier list, but I think everyone in the game is good. So
It's really good.
blue effects, red
Look at the
hair on the
second.
last arc,
Oh
you'll
my
do
god,
it.
the
Nah, I want
crouching.
blue hair.
But Midi was with the crouching shield, doesn't manage to punish
Like
it.
blue hair, like blue associated
Oh,
with fire is
very
fucking
great to see the ult
tight.
there. Manages to keep the pressure. But Midi
Why one
was
character
very not
will be
proceeding
above
with
another?
what the character could do.
That's also just like hearsay. Like honestly, I can't put anyone clearly above everybody else. I could just be like, if whoever you pick in this game, it doesn't matter. They all have crazy things about them. They're strong. Like a placement of a character in a game that came out.
私はゲーマーです。
Uh, Moon Forever. Thank you for the follow. Like anything about a character, about characters coming out with a tier placement for a 2 week old game, I'll come back to this in like half a year or a year from now, where I have like more evidence of character strength based off people's performances and like the technology found on characters. Like I don't like using anything like that because it just I feel like people will look at a tier list and be like, aha, this character is number one. I will play that character. And then it turns out they don't like that character. And then they'll be like, oh, let me try this other character. But he's low tier. I don't want to play them. But it turns out that character might be the best fit for you. A lot of people have this notion that a tier list is the best measurement of a character's strengths outside of them just playing the character for a long time. And it's usually not good. And also, a lot of tier lists are biased because they're one player's perspective as opposed to multiple players' perspectives. If a community came together and said, yeah, the whole community sat down, or like a good portion of the community sat down, put up numbers for each character's matchups, and this was the overall like strength of a character, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Everybody has a consensus more or less. But if it's just one individual, I usually don't take that at face value. Isn't that why people want to see a bunch of tier lists so they can roughly aggregate placements? What a paradise. Aggregate placements. That's further down the line. Again, that's the same problem I have before. It's like, again, that's 2 weeks old. A character who people think is bottom two can be top two, quote unquote, within the span of like a year, right? Like I don't want to say like, oh, this character's bad at the beginning, so no one's playing them. And then you have like the one or two people are like, I like Saber, I'm gonna play Saber. Oh damn, she's mad strong. And people are like, whoa, no one told me Saber was kind of strong. It's like, I'd rather just not have any of that discussion until like much later. I'd rather have people say like, check out this cool shit this character can do. And you do that for all the characters. And then people are like, damn, that seems kind of crazy that this character has that. And then a year from now, when people have played the whole cast, you can then say, all right, based off of these observations on character strengths, you can say that this character's strengths are greater than everyone else's, and you go down the line. But that's a year from now. Because again, there's probably more shit that we don't know about the game because we keep finding stuff about characters and keep finding stuff about the system mechanics. The game is super balanced. I also think the game is super balanced. I just think obviously some characters have stronger stuff than others. That's fine. That happens. It's a fighting game.